a business. See, I've been consulting for many years, and so many companies think that you've got to do a million things to be successful. But the truth is, there's probably only 10 or 12 things that you really need to get right. So stay with me on this, and then you're going to pick up some ideas that you may be able to apply straight away in your business. Before I get started, those of you that don't know who I am, my name's Ian Marsh of Street Smart Business Consultants, and what I do is help people become successful business consultants, and I do occasionally take a handful of private clients and help them grow the profits in their company. And so to that end, let me help you grow the profits in yours right now. See, I went for a drive this morning. I was wondering, I live on a property, a horse property in the hinterland in the Gold Coast. I'm very blessed. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to get out of my little cocoon because seriously, ladies and gentlemen, I'd be lucky to leave my property 2 times a month these days. I'm not exaggerating. So I thought I'd take a drive. What's happening out there in the real world? And I was amazed at what I saw. In fact, it broke my heart. So I went for a drive down to Surfers Paradise, where I've spent many a good time. And this is what I saw when I went to Surfers, ladies and gentlemen. There's so many businesses that have just disappeared forever. And all shapes and sizes, all industries. And I was sort of shaking my head because I know for a fact that a number of these businesses, see that restaurant there? That's been there since the first time I came to Surfers Paradise. And so I really was depressed when I left there. The damage that's been done is so huge. But you know, by applying a little bit of knowledge, by simply knowing what you don't know and making some simple tweaks and changes, the impact in a business can be huge. So I want to just share with you 1 or 2 examples of how applying just one strategy in a business can have a huge impact. Now, let's take, for example, this restaurant. Okay, so let's have a look at him again. This is the restaurant that I've eaten there a number of times. And here's the thing. For you to be successful in a restaurant, you don't have to have the very best food on the planet. Really, what you require is a good product, so good food, but the best sales and marketing. In fact, I'd take marketing over money any day because I know the impact that having the right marketing in a business can have. So in this case, what would be the one thing that I would make sure of here? Well, I would make sure that they collected the data from every person that came in. You imagine how many people have walked in those doors over the last 10 years. I reckon everybody on the Gold Coast. And if they had the data from those people, they'd be able to send messages out all the time saying, hey, Ian, come in, have a free kebab on me. You know, like have a nice steak or something. Thursday night, oh, by the way, I know it's Valentine's, bring your partner, 2-for-1 deal, that sort of thing. But they didn't do that one thing, and as a result, you know, now they got closed doors because they've been relying on passing traffic, okay? So do you get that point? How could you apply that? And again, I've worked with, personally, hundreds and hundreds of business owners, and I've talked to thousands of business owners around the world. Very rarely do I find anyone utilizing their database effectively. So now let's have a look at another example. So I was driving along probably the busiest street in going down to Surfers. I'm talking hundreds of thousands of vehicles go down this road over a year. And so the exposure that this premises gets is huge. And yet they've now left these premises. Now, Bags to Go, it's a pretty big company. So I'm not saying that they left because of financial challenges. I wouldn't know. But I do know they've closed their doors. And I do know that there's one thing that they could do that they didn't do here. And again, this is the strategy. I applied it with an auto electrician many years ago in Airlie Beach, Airlie Auto. And the one thing I'm about to show you that I applied with this auto electrician many years ago, put many of his competitors out of business because it was so effective. I'm curious, what do you think is the one thing that I might have done that's so simple? I mean, it's so low cost, but the impact would be huge. Have a look at the picture again before I tell you, okay? Think about this. What is the one thing that you think you could do with this business that would make a massive impact that they're not doing right now? Well, I got busy with my little Camtasia to give you an idea. How about they had a really prominent sign that says, hey, free gift, go bagstogo.com.au and grab your free gift, whatever that may be. So hundreds of thousands of cars go past this place. The exposure and the extra traffic that would go to that website, don't you think that'd be huge? Let me know what you think in the comments, because just again, doing this simple thing of having the right signage on your business can have a huge impact. As I said, with Airlie Auto, put many of his competitors out of business. And I've got to tell you, they did not like it very much, but the owner did. So think about the one thing in your business. And if you don't know what that one thing is, then, I want to just make you aware right now, I've freed up space in my calendar to have some conversations with serious business owners that really want to improve their bottom line. Happy to have a free discovery call with you and share with you some ideas and strategies that can make a massive difference to your bottom line. Now, you will be impressed after our conversation. But here's the thing. See, I believe in helping my clients in advance before they become clients, so you actually know I can help you. So if you'd like to have a conversation with me, click the link down below or up above and let's talk. And let me see if I can help you find the one thing that will make a massive impact on your business. In fact, this reminds me of a client, or not a client, it was a person that wanted my help many years ago. And what happened, you see, right now we're going through massive change in the world. And many years ago, we started going through massive change. When did I see him? Around about 2000 that you're offering. But I see my son watching these movies that you're offering here and charging whatever the fee was. He's watching them for free. And if he can watch them for free, why would he pay for them? So why don't you do this? My son, at the time he was fairly young, my son is spending hours and hours in front of Xbox. This is when these Xboxes first came out. And I can't get him away from it. Why don't you start offering the latest games to people so they can hire the games? Now, sadly, he didn't take my advice or my assistance, so not every person becomes a client. But I went back there a few years later, and sadly that business had closed. And the reason why was because I got a thing here. He did the right thing. He asked for help, but he wasn't open to change. Okay, this is what he did. I've got a nice little graphic here for you. That was the action that he took. And what I want to say to each and every one of you is, don't be shy to ask for this word. Don't be shy to ask for help. And I want you to indelibly imprint this phrase into your forehead if you can. How can I? How can I make the most of this opportunity? How can I get this done? Because that's a far better way to approach it than I can't. If you want to look for some how can I ideas, again, you will need to act fairly quickly, but I'm happy to have a discovery call with you and have a look at your business and see what hidden profits there are there that I might be able to help you take advantage of. All right, till next time, ladies and gentlemen, keep thinking about what's the one thing you can start implementing right now that could have a massive, massive impact on your business. Bye for now.